The superintendent of the library estimated that over 400 people came to the viewing. The next total solar eclipse in the contiguous United States won't be until August 23, 2044. In Sunnyvale, Larry Larkin, Update News. The result of the vote took effect on Monday following a 10-day objection period. Current work conditions will remain in place until an agreement is reached. At San Jose State, Larry Larkin, Update News. This is the only Urban Putt location remaining. Steve Fox sold both the San Francisco and Denver locations. In San Jose, Larry Larkin, Update News. Thanks, Jillian. Let's start with San Jose State Gymnastics. The team has been selected for the NCAA Regionals in Berkeley, where the Spartans will take on Southern Utah next Thursday in the first round. Last Saturday at the Mount West Championships in Logan, Utah, the Spartans beam team broke the school's record and recorded a 196-4 team score. San Jose State finished the Mount West Championships in third place. In baseball, the Spartans were on the road for a 3-game series against New Mexico. In the first game of the series on Friday, the Spartans won in a high-scoring affair 16-13. Saturday wasn't as good for the Spartans, as they lost both games of the doubleheader, 7-5 in Game 1 and 17-4 in Game 2. Tuesday, the Spartans lost at home to San Francisco 5-2. The Spartans are back on the road to take on UC Santa Barbara for a 2-game series starting today. In softball, the Spartans were at LMU for a 3-game series over the weekend where they got swept. Next up, the Spartans take on Boise State on the road for a 3-game series starting tonight. In men's basketball, 5 players have entered the transfer portal, including junior forward Tibet Gorner. Gorner broke San Jose State's all-time 3-point record this past season. In women's basketball, 3 players have entered the transfer portal, including sophomore guard Sabrina Ma. On to women's water polo, where the 17th-ranked Spartans took on 9th-ranked Arizona State at home Saturday. The Spartans lost 15-10. The Spartans' next game is April 7th at home against USC. In the final tabulation of primary election votes, something unprecedented happened in California's 16th congressional race. The second and third place finishers ended up in a tie. Incredibly, both Santa Clara County Supervisor Joe Simidian and Assemblyman Edmund Lowe each got 30,249 votes. Because there was a tie for second place, both will advance to the November election to face the top vote-getter, former San Jose Mayor Sam Liccardo. But now, another turn in this story. A recount is happening. That's because 2 voters, Dan Stedjink and Jonathan Padilla, a former Liccardo campaign staffer, requested a recount.
Any of the candidates or any voter in the district can request a recount.
How exactly will the recount work?
We are doing a machine recount, which involves scanning of the ballots and as we retrieve the ballots, they need to be counted again through our tabulation machines.
The retiring incumbent, Representative Anna Eshu, is endorsing Simidian.
He's a very able legislator. He's a man of integrity.
We reached out to the 3 candidates, but only Simidian sent us a comment. He said, "Eventually, this process will work itself out. My job is to stay focused on how I can best represent the folks in our district." The Santa Clara County Registrar's Office confirmed that Dan Stedjink withdrew his request for the recount. I reached out to San Mateo County and heard no further comment. In San Jose, Larry Larkin, Update News. A Day of Remembrance was held on February 19th at Hammer Theater in downtown San Jose. The event was held to remember a dark day in our nation's history, as well as San Jose State's history. December 7th, 1941 is known for the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. President Franklin Roosevelt called it a day of infamy. Then, on February 19, 1942, Roosevelt authorized the removal of all Japanese Americans to detention centers in remote areas. In a current San Jose Mercury News column, SJSU President Cynthia Teniente Matson calls what happened another spell of infamy. And shamefully, she says, there was a San Jose State connection, a relocation processing center at the men's gym, now known as Uchida Hall.
Over 2,400 people were processed in that center, and over 100 of them were San Jose State students, many of whom were unable to finish their college degree here.
Jake Shimada's family was put in internment camp in Hart Mountain, Wyoming during World War II.
The most important thing that we try to bring is advocacy for other groups, so things like Executive Order 9066 and persecution of people of color or based on race will never happen again.
Nina Chuang is an SJSU alumna who is the current convener of the mural project at San Jose State.
The goal for this is to ensure that any community member who steps foot onto campus knows about this history.
The mural will be located on campus right there, outside of Yoshihiro Uchida Hall. Nina Chuang didn't give me an estimated time on when construction of the mural will start. The order made by President Roosevelt regarding the removal of Japanese Americans is Executive Order 9066. Last week, the School of Journalism and Mass Communications at San Jose State lost one of its longest-serving educators. Retired Professor Bill Tillinghast died at the age of 84. Tillinghast taught students for more than 40 years. He joined the staff in 1975 as the advisor to the Spartan Daily newspaper. Current advisor Richard Craig says Tillinghast was more than just a professor. He was a person who lit up your day. The city of San Jose is a place of progress and innovation, and now is a potential location for the up-and-coming Blue Zones project. According to Healthline.com, Blue Zones are geographic areas with lower rates of chronic diseases and a longer life expectancy. People in these areas are living lifestyles that include eating well, moving naturally in their everyday lives, and possibly most importantly, having a deeply socially connected community. San Jose City Council member Devorah Davis has made it her goal to positively impact the health and lives of citizens in the area by taking the initiative to make San Jose a Blue Zone. For more information, visit Davis's website at sjd6.org.